when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Nebraska's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes... Lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Thomas back to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Golden Gophers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
As a head coach, you'd love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Huskers are threatening in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the finish. So what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are doing.
Defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit, they've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it blocked. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Thomas looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Thomas back to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Moffitt. Smashes through the tackle. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Nash.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Golden Gophers have a lot of options on second and inches. Now they'll run it to the right here. Makes one man miss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this off? Right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no boss, get it together.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Nash. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to power it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Nash. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
Always got some space. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keeps swinging it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Hands it off. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Creates a little space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Thomas looking to fire. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Cornhuskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Nash. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Throwing right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Nash.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Field goal is good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to
line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Thomas back to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Power football with the run. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, H. Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Nash. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Moffitt. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They just keep firing. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. That's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play.
Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grab behind the line. It's Nash. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Thomas looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Right back to him on the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
really impressed by the poise, by